You can walk into a salon asking for something neat, simple, and easy, and walk out with a haircut that quietly makes you feel older, not because you are older, but because the shape of the cut is working against you. After 60, hair needs intention. It needs lift, softness, movement, and a little architecture, the same way a beautiful outfit needs proportion and polish. Today we are talking about the haircut details that keep you from falling into that old granny cut trap and what to ask for instead. Stay until the end because I will give you a simple salon chair checklist for your next appointment. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? What time is it there? And what haircut issue is frustrating you most right now? The real granny cut is not short hair. It is a default shape. The first thing to understand is this. The granny cut is not always short hair. Short hair can be chic, expensive looking, and incredibly powerful after 60. The real problem is the default shape many salons still give mature women without thinking. It is the round little helmet, the flat crown, the heavy sides, the stiff spray, and the blunt edge that makes the whole face look pulled downward. This is why so many women leave the salon thinking, it looks tidy, but it does not look like me. The cut is neat, but it has no life. It has no lift. It has no point of view. And when the hair has no point of view, even a good outfit can start to look safer and older than it really is. What you want instead is shape with movement. If you wear your hair short, ask for softness through the perimeter, light texture through the top, and a clean nape that does not spread wide as it grows. If your stylist starts creating a solid cap around your head, stop and ask for more separation. You want to see little breaks of light in the hair, not one heavy block. If you wear glasses, this matters even more. Heavy sides plus bold frames can crowd the face. A little lift at the crown and a cleaner line around the ears can make your glasses look intentional instead of overpowering. If you have silver, gray, or white hair, texture keeps the color dimensional rather than flat. And if your everyday style is simple, maybe jeans, a cardigan, a button-down shirt, or a soft knit, the haircut becomes the finishing detail that makes simple clothes look styled. The before and after is not old versus young. It is flat versus lifted, stiff versus alive, default versus deliberate. That is the difference between a cut that simply manages your hair and a cut that introduces you before you speak with confidence and ease. Crown lift is the detail that makes the face look more awake. Now let us talk about crown lift, because this is one of the most powerful details in a haircut after 60. The crown is the area many women forget, but it changes everything. When the hair collapses at the top, the eye travels downward. The face can look more tired, the jaw can look heavier, and even a lovely outfit can feel less polished. Think of it like a blazer. A blazer with a clean shoulder gives the body structure before you add anything else. Crown lift does the same thing for the face. It creates height, energy, and a sense of intention. It is not about making the hair big, it is about preventing the whole shape from sitting too low. This does not mean teasing your hair into a tall, stiff shape. It means asking for a cut that builds lift into the hair itself. If you like a pixie, ask for piecey texture at the crown, soft movement through the top, and a neat nape. If you prefer a short bob, ask for gentle layering so the crown does not lie flat against the head. If you like a soft stack shape, make sure the stack is gradual, not harsh or triangular. For fine hair or thinning hair, this can be a complete game changer. A little root lift spray, a lightweight mousse, or even a pea-size amount of texture cream can help, but the cut must do most of the work. Product cannot rescue a haircut that has been cut flat. Also, pay attention to the sides. Too much bulk around the temples can make the face look wider. Ask your stylist to keep the sides soft and controlled while preserving height at the top. Then, support that lift with your styling choices. Try small earrings that catch light, an open neckline, a collared shirt, or a scarf worn loose and vertical instead of tight around the neck. Even a simple white shirt can look more expensive when the hair above it has lift and direction. Your checkpoint is simple. When you look in the mirror, does your haircut draw the eye upward, or does it sit down heavily on your face? After 60, upward energy is polish. Face framing layers are more important than length. One of the most damaging style rules women hear after 60 is, you have to cut your hair short. No, you do not. Length is not the enemy. A lazy shape is the enemy. Long hair, a bob, a lob, and a short crop can all look beautiful when the cut frames the face properly. Face framing layers are the difference between hair that just hangs there and hair that supports your features. If your hair is longer, ask for soft pieces that begin around the cheekbone or jaw, depending on your face shape. These pieces should not look choppy. They should gently open the face, add movement, and keep the length from becoming one heavy curtain. When the front pieces move, the eye notices your cheekbones, your smile, your glasses, and your expression before it notices the length. If you like a bob, be careful with a hard line that stops exactly at the jaw. On some women, that line is striking. On others, it places too much visual weight around the lower face. A softer bob with internal layers, a slightly beveled edge, or a longer front can look more refined. If you like a lob, a collarbone length can be especially elegant because it creates a vertical line near the neck and works beautifully with blazers, cardigans, and button-down shirts. The words you use in the salon matter. Ask for internal layers, soft perimeter, face-framing movement, and point-cut ends. Those phrases tell the stylist you want polish, not a blunt block. If you have rounder cheeks, longer face-framing pieces can create length. If you have a square jaw, soft diagonal pieces can add gentleness. If you wear glasses, face-framing layers can keep the frames from looking too severe. If your ends are thin, do not overlayer. Keep enough density at the bottom so the hair still looks healthy. Tell me in the comments, are you a short hair woman, a bob woman, a lob woman, or are you keeping your longer hair with pride? The right answer is the one that makes you feel most like yourself right now. Movement makes hair look polished, not messy. This next one may surprise you, because movement is often mistaken for messiness. Many women after 60 are taught to keep everything controlled, tucked, sprayed, and smooth. But too much control can make the hair look frozen, and when hair looks frozen, the whole face can look less vibrant. Movement does not mean wild hair. It means the cut has softness, lightness, and direction. It means the hair moves when you move. It means the ends are not sitting there like a heavy shelf. That little bit of motion can make your hair look more dimensional, especially under natural light or in photographs. This is where a soft shag, a layered bob, or long soft layers can be beautiful. The key word is soft. You are not asking for an extreme rock and roll shag, unless that is truly your personality. You are asking for curtain-style face framing, feathered ends, and layers that release weight without making the hair look thin. If your hair has natural wave, movement can be your greatest luxury. A good cut can let you air dry with a little curl cream or a light mousse and still look intentional. If your hair is straight, movement can come from subtle layering and a soft bend at the ends. Use a round brush, a large barrel curling iron, or Velcro rollers for a few minutes, not to create a formal style, but to wake up the shape. Be careful with aggressive razor cutting if your hair is fragile or very fine. It can make the ends look wispy instead of polished. Also avoid piling on too much product. Heavy wax, heavy oil, or too much hairspray can collapse the very movement you are trying to create. Picture this. You walk into lunch wearing dark denim, a cream sweater, gold earrings, and your hair has soft movement around the face. Nothing is loud. Nothing is forced. But the entire look says, she knows exactly who she is. That is the power of movement. It gives the haircut breath, and it gives your whole outfit a softer, more current kind of confidence today. The back of the haircut matters more than most women think. Most women judge a haircut from the front. That makes sense, because that is what you see in the salon mirror. But the side and the back may be the reason your haircut feels dated, heavy, or less polished than you wanted. A flat back can make the whole haircut look tired. A heavy nape can widen the lower head. An aggressive stack can create that old triangular shape that feels more dated than elegant. The goal is not drama. The goal is a beautiful silhouette from every angle. A polished woman is not only polished from the front. Her style holds together as she turns, walks, and enters a room. If you like shorter hair or a bob, ask about soft graduation. Graduation means the hair is built in gentle layers that create shape at the back. Done well, it gives fullness and lift. Done too harshly, it becomes a wedge. That is why the word soft matters. Ask for a soft stack. graduated layers at the back, longer face framing sections in the front, and a rounded silhouette that does not become bulky. This is especially helpful for fine, straight hair because the cut itself creates structure. You do not have to fight every morning with a dozen products. A round brush, a lightweight smoothing cream, and a little lift at the roots can be enough. For thicker hair, ask the stylist to remove weight carefully so the back does not balloon. Maintenance matters here. When the nape grows out too long, the shape can spread and pull the eye down. If your cut depends on a clean back, do not wait until it completely loses shape before trimming it. Even a small cleanup can restore the polish. And remember, the back of your haircut affects your clothes. It changes how your hair sits against a blazer collar, a coat, a scarf, or a crisp white shirt. This week, take a mirror and check your haircut from the side and back. Elegance is a full view decision. Match the cut to your hair. Reality, not to a trend. Photo. Now, before you choose a haircut from a beautiful photo, pause and ask a better question. Does this cut match my hair reality? Inspiration is helpful, but diagnosis is what saves you from disappointment. If your hair is fine or thinning, you need a cut that creates structure. A textured pixie, a softly layered shortcut, a bob with internal layering, or a soft, stacked bob can help the hair look fuller. The shape is doing the work. You may want height at the crown, controlled sides, and enough density at the ends so the hair does not look fragile. If your hair is thick or coarse, your issue is different. You may not need more volume. You may need weight removal in the right places. Ask for point cutting, internal weight removal, or long layers that release bulk without making the hair puff outward. Be cautious with a stacked bob if your hair is very thick, because too much graduation can create more volume than you want at the back. If your hair is naturally wavy, do not fight it into a stiff shape every day. A soft shag, layered bob, or long layers can let your wave become part of your elegance. Use a lightweight curl cream or mousse, scrunch gently, and let the shape breathe. If your hair is straight, you may prefer a cleaner bob, a lob, or a short cut with subtle texture. Straight hair often looks expensive when the lines are clean, but not harsh. Now, be honest about lifestyle. Not your fantasy lifestyle, your normal Tuesday morning. If you want to spend less than 5 minutes on your hair, choose a cut that air dries well or holds its shape with minimal effort. If you enjoy styling, a bob or soft stocked shape can reward you with a very polished finish. If you travel often, avoid a cut that collapses without your full toolkit. Also, consider your fashion identity. Do you wear statement earrings, glasses, collared shirts, turtlenecks, scarves? Your haircut needs to work with those details, not compete with them. A woman who loves bold frames may need cleaner sides. A woman who loves earrings may want hair that opens around the cheekbone. A woman who wears structured jackets may want a haircut with equal structure. The sentence to take into the salon is this: I want lift, softness, movement, and shape, not a flat default cut. When your cut matches your real hair, your real wardrobe, and your real life, you do not just look styled, you look seen. Bonus: the 60-second salon chair checklist. Here is your 60-second salon chair checklist. Before the scissors come out, ask yourself and your stylist these questions. First, where does this cut create lift? If the answer is nowhere, the finished result may feel flat, even if the length is nice. Second, will the sides make my face look wider or more balanced? This is especially important if you wear glasses, have fuller cheeks, or feel your current cut crowds your face. Third, is the perimeter soft, heavy, blunt, or too thin? A strong line can be beautiful, but a heavy line in the wrong place can drag the eye downward. Thin, wispy ends can also make hair look less healthy. Fourth, what will this look like in 4 to 6 weeks? A cut that only looks good on salon day may not serve your real life. Fifth, how much styling will this require on an ordinary morning? If you are not going to use a blow dryer, round brush, and product every day, choose a shape that respects that. Sixth, does this cut work with my glasses, earrings, neckline, and natural texture? Bring 2 photos if you can, one for shape and one for finish. Then use words like polished, lifted, soft, dimensional, face framing, and light through the crown. Those words are clearer than simply saying, make me look younger. The best haircut is not the youngest haircut. It is the one that makes the woman you are now look intentional, radiant, and fully present. You do not need to accept a default salon story just because you are over 60. And you do not need to chase youth to look beautiful. You need shape that supports you, movement that brings life to your face, and softness that feels refined instead of stiff. If this helped, comment "polished and present" below. Like this video, subscribe, and tap the bell for more elegant, real-life style guidance for women over 60. Stay intentional, stay radiant, stay yourself.